I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay, so my sister doesn't know these YouTubers, and I unsubscribed to the YouTuber I'm gonna talk about right now. We need an entrance. I know most YouTubers have like an entrance,
yeah,
like an intro. Like, oh my god, the tea I'ma spill.
Even, like,
it's so hot.
You.
It's so hot.
Stop, but we're not a tea channel.
Okay, we're not a tea channel, but like...
You can't even see you! Okay.
We're not a tea channel, but like my channel's gonna be everything. It's just gonna be everything. I'm gonna have food, tea, hot tea, spilling tea, makeup tea, all kinds of tea.
Like, okay, you just need to say tea. You don't have to say hot tea, spilling tea, makeup tea.
I'm obviously being extra, Shyla. Okay. So I don't know if you've ever seen the video of the Dr. Phil show with the Beverly Hills Brat. I'm gonna put the link on the bottom. No, I'm not. I probably won't. So you have to Google it. If I was a good YouTuber, it would be on the bottom. But that'll be once I start making money, because I'll have time, because it'll be my full-time job. Okay. Anyways, so there's this video. Put it on your phone. Let's react to you watching the clip. Put Beverly Hills Brat, Dr. Phil.
Beverly Hills Brat.
There's also a Beverly Hills Princess, but anyways, okay, so her name is Nicolette Gray, and she says she lives in Beverly Hills, but she actually lives in Brentwood, but that's her brand, that she's the Beverly Hills Brat, and her mom's a dentist.
Wait, which one should I watch? Because there's two clips.
The longest one, I guess?
Okay.
Get closer. Here, let me set up right. And she went on Dr. Phil on purpose to get famous, because she tried to become a YouTube famous person on her own, and it wasn't working out. There's a bunch of tea about her. She fucked over two Christian Aron, and then Christian, I don't know the other Christian guy's name, but that was her cameraman who actually made her famous. Oh, yeah? Like, Dr. Phil made her famous, but the cameraman was like, hey, let's make YouTube videos like a reality show. And okay, well, let's just watch the clip. Oliver wants to be in the video so bad. Say hi. Say welcome back to my channel. It's like, hit that like button in the face.
I want my mom to understand that I can't live off of $1,000 a month, and I
What
grew
the
up on a
fuck?
certain lifestyle. She can't just take that away from me immediately. If someone took her lifestyle
That's
away,
immediately. That's problematic.
Okay. Well,
living 1,000, like 1,000 is more than enough.
okay, I don't get money.
Salary. I don't get
like I have to work for it, or I ask for it 20 sometimes.
Yeah, but that's fine. Like, I don't care. I don't mind.
That's the point. Like, you're like, I don't get a salary, but I'm cool. Like, I ain't dead. Like, I got a sweater. Like, I'm cool.
I got a sweater. Yeah, that's why I'm cool, because I got a sweater.
He thinks we're arguing, so he gets all mad and defends me. He's like, not my mama. He's trying to record you. Shasha. Shh, we're recording. Leave Shasha alone. Hi, Oliver. Wait, let go of my phone. We're supposed to react her video. We're supposed to record her reacting. Stop, Oliver. You won't let go of the phone. Or my fingers that control it.
Okay.
Shh. Okay, we get it. You're really good at directing and filming and stuff, Oliver. You're the best baby ever. No, you're gonna stick here. Stop.
When you have the money, are you in there in the kitchen frying up stuff?
Stop.
Mixing up
no, I'm
batter?
buying food.
So you eat out.
Stop.
I make food at home, but then I get bored. I don't like cooking because it just makes a huge mess, and then my mom gets mad at me. And I don't like cleaning up a huge mess and doing the dishes.
They have a maid, by the way, and she doesn't know how to cook. She makes salad. The mom also doesn't know how to cook.
I mean,
but yeah, not
everyone
everyone knows how to cook. Whatever. Anyways, okay. I don't know if you want to finish the clip or if you want to just get straight to the tea. I think you'll understand. Okay, so you just watch that quick little clip, and right away you were like, no. Okay. So So she had a YouTube video and she would make them and like they weren't really popular and she would act different. Like in those videos she would act more like a teenager, like a regular teenager, just doing dumb stuff, being dumb, you know, like just a dumb teenager. But she would also like flex a lot. Let me see if I'm using this word right, Charlotte. You correct me because you're all like, she would be like, oh, I have Gucci, like, stop being poor. Why are you poor? Like, you know, and it's like, dude, okay, people can't really control that too much. Like, you could work a job, but your skills only get you so far. Some people are kind of just born with being rich. Like, she was born into it. Yeah. Like, her grandpa's a doctor. Yeah. Her mom's a doctor, you know, like my dad's a construction worker. Yeah, my dad's a construction worker. You know, like we weren't born rich, and he's not like he has a big ass company or something. You know. Anyways, so this girl, she started making YouTube videos with a guy named Christian, and this guy was not famous, but he knew people. Because, you know, like, young kids nowadays, they just make shit happen somehow. Yeah. So this guy's young, and he introduced her to people. He helped her with Dr. Phil. Oh, okay. And the mom wanted to get her famous. So after she went on Dr. Phil, she, like, contacted, like, agencies that help you become famous. You know, like, more known. Mm-hmm. And, like, they told her, oh, well, you need to make a brand, do this and this and that. They gave them advice. But they were supposed to pay for this advice. And this company gave them the advice thinking they were going to get paid. You know, like, when your dad does, like, a free, like, when he goes, like, oh, like, this is what we're going to do. And then they're like, okay, cool. This is what we need to do and how it's going to make it look better. And then they were like, you know what? We're going to go with a different company. After this company gave them all this advice how to become famous. Yeah. They didn't pay them. They were, like, shady and shit. But this Christian guy, he has all these receipts. He has a video, so, like, if you're watching this video, go to his video. Maybe I'll link it down below. Doubt it, but you could just look up his name, and you'll see he has a bunch of videos, actually, of her. And he shows receipts about how, like, he owns her brand. Like, she has BeverlyHillsBrat.com, and she would sell things, and it was his URL. You know, he trademarked it and everything. He's smart. Like, he was smart. And he was homeless and stuff, but he would make money again, like, real quick. Because, I guess, you know, like, you know, he makes shit happen. Yeah, he just makes shit happen. So she started using BeverlyHills.club instead. Because she's like, oh, I'm going to be smart. Because people started buying things. And then he took back the URL. Like, he was, like, suing them. Like, hey, this is my website. Any money you're making out of it is mine because it's my trademark. Even though you're the Beverly Hills Brat, it's my trademark. So I guess she gave it up or something and made it club instead. Anyways, so she kicked this guy out of her house. She made it, like, she was super shady with him. And a lot of people didn't believe him, but he has a bunch of receipts. Like, oh, look at all my lawyer stuff. Look at all this shit that happened. Like, I ain't a liar. And people still weren't really on his side, even though he had receipts. Because people were like, oh, you're just hating. You're just mad. You were trying to use her. Shh.
What's up? Come here.
And, like, okay, and then now that this whole Christian thing happened, now it's Christian, her cameraman. This is a different Christian. He was filming for Stop. He was filming for her. Sit with Shasha. Go sit with Shasha. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, so, okay, he started helping her a lot, and, like, his style, his intro, the music, everything he did for her was all him. It was his style. You know, like, he's the cameraman. She wasn't the one, you know, that's like, oh, you know, I want it like this. It was him. He's the cameraman. You know what you're doing. Like, when a movie comes out.
He was the cameraman, but he was the editor, too.
Yeah, he'd edited. He made an intro. He made, like, mini-series in her show and everything. And, like, and then, like, they called them family and all this shit. Like, oh, you're family and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, so they kind of, like, fired him, and everyone who follows her on YouTube noticed right away. Like, they were like, oh, you could tell because the camera was always shaky, like the way I'm doing it. Like, you could just tell, yeah. Like, it was different. You could tell, especially because he was a cameraman who's, you know how I'm recording you and I'm the one talking? Yeah. He was kind of like that. Like, let's say you're doing, like, let's say you're doing a video or, like, a challenge or something. No, I get what you mean. And I talk back to you. I give you feedback. I'm not letting you, like, just record yourself dumb by yourself without, you know? Okay. He'll, like, give her feedback or whatever while he was recording. And a lot of people liked that. I liked it because it was like a reality TV show, but it was also like homey and stuff. Like, You know, it's not just you by yourself. Like, you know, a lot of YouTubers, they're in their car and they're like, we're gonna try all the fries from fast food, and then they just drive around and buy a bunch of fries and try, and they're by themselves talking to the camera.
Yeah,
Like, she actually had a cameraman, and he'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, which one do you like better? You know, like,
Yeah.
it just, to me, and, like, I guess her fans made it better. And her image was, like, very shitty. It was like, you're a fucking brat. Like, dude, you know, like, she had a lot of haters because no one likes a brat. Like, not everyone's rich. I'm sorry I can't be fucking rich. Like,
sorry I wasn't born rich.
Yeah,
okay?
like,
sorry, but my
sorry
parents
you're a
have
teenager and you can't fucking be rich yet. Like, well, maybe you can, but, like, it's really hard.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And, okay, so,
Okay.
they like, fired him, and he made a video addressing it because a lot of people made, like, they were commenting on her shit, like, crazy.
Like, was that, like one of the things that would keep coming up from, like, different people?
Yes,
just
like,
keep
where is he?
saying,
Why
like,
is it's not the same? I'm gonna stop watching. A lot of stuff like that.
Oh.
And he made a video addressing it. I can't remember what he said, but he was crying in the video, like, oh, like, I really love them. Like, you know, like, he seemed genuine. And then afterwards, like, they brought him back. And in her channel and his channel, because he has a YouTube channel, he was like, oh, I'm back filming. He said that he went to film because he wanted to do more TV stuff, more movies. But, like, I guess they brought him back. And I think he just said that just so he didn't maybe not feel embarrassed that he got fired. Especially since he did the intro for her and a bunch of shit for her. Anyway, so they brought him.
I wouldn't go back.
They brought him back, and even he said that in the video because he has 3 videos in total, so you can watch them. The why I stopped filming, the why I'm coming back, and then the officially done. And then the thing that pissed off a lot of the fans was like, okay, if you're gonna fire someone, cool, you know, shit happens sometimes. You can't work with someone you see as a family, whatever the reason is. Maybe his schedule wasn't working with you. Maybe you just wanted someone to be more filming and get out of the spotlight. Maybe she just wanted the spotlight to herself because a lot of people liked that he was there. Even though you wouldn't really see him, you would hear him, and that's what people liked. Yeah, and people like that. Yeah, and I think maybe she wanted it to be like, oh, well, just this is about me. Yeah. And, like, in the video, in one of the videos he made, he kind of said that, like, oh, like, she wanted to have she didn't want to do reality TV, like, the way I was doing it too much anymore. She wanted to do it a little different because she started getting her 1 million subscribers. So, anyways, they brought him back, and you could tell it was still weird because her videos were not the same, even when they brought him back. Because they had other film people still, too, and him. So, it was weird. But you could tell which ones were his, but it was just still weird because the mom then made her own channel and had her own cameraman. And then she has a vlog channel where she records by herself and she edits it. Edits it. The mom and the daughter. And then okay, so and then he recently made a video on May 1st saying, I'm officially done filming with Nicolette Gray. And it says, he's like, oh, I'm not trying to throw shade or anything, but I'm gonna just tell you why I'm done filming. And like, yeah, because I don't think he threw shade at all. I think he just like gave you facts without like being like, well, they're bitches. He was just like, oh, well, like they uploaded a bunch of videos and he's like, I didn't film them. And even in his voice, it's like he like you could hear him like his voice cracking, like he's hurt. Yeah, he was hurt. Because even for the Christmas video, like he and his wife got them gifts and like they got him a gift and shit. But like, you know, like you don't get gifts for people like your boss and your employee. You know, like no, but it was expensive gifts too. It wasn't like no cheap like. Here, you know, he got him a nice gift. Yeah, like, yeah, and like they even went on vacation together. Anyways, background noise.
Come here.
He's trying to interview her too, but you know, baby talk he's louder than me.
Yes.
And his baby talk is super baby. Anyway, so he says, oh, well, like, he's like, I didn't record them. He's like, I don't know what's going on. It's kind of like the first time they fired me, they just kind of like didn't even tell me. They just were like, we're done. Okay. And then okay, so they fired him, but they didn't even tell him.
What the fuck?
Their manager their manager that helps them get their gigs or whatever the fuck, become famous now. Their manager, I don't know if it's a he or she, I think it's a she, texted him at 3 in the morning, Shyla.
3 in the morning?
3 in the morning.
That's weird.
Like, you can't even text, like, at 7 in the morning, but, like, or at, like, the next day.
Time.
Yeah, at 3 in the morning. Like, are you really gonna text this person? What, do you think he was gonna call them? Like, like be bugging them, be like, why am I fired? Why am I fired? You know, he would just, as a grown man, he's just gonna be like, all right, you want to be like that? Cool, whatever. You know, like, I already got my own YouTube channel and it's growing and shit. So I guess the manager texted at 3 in the morning, be like, oh, thank you for everything, but we're done. Like, we don't need your services. And that's basically what he said. And he made that video. He's like, oh, don't take, like, I'm not trying to bring shade or anything. He's like, I'm gonna spill the tea. He's like, not really. He's like, but yes, I am, a little bit. And he did it very, like, not shady. Like, he wasn't shady at all. He just tried to just, like, give the facts.
Give his side.
Yeah, give his side. And, like, even with him being, like, giving his side without being a dick. Because he could have been like, fuck these bitches. Like, you know how much fucked up they did? How much fucked up shit they did? And, like, you know, nothing like that. He was just chill about it. And she's losing a lot of subscribers. And he's getting a lot of subscribers now.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was because, like, they threw shade. Like, they were being shady as fuck. And, like, that's not the first person. And, like I told you, that other Christian guy, they made the camera guy Christian record them kicking him out of the, that other Christian out of their house. Like, they told him move in, and then after they used them up and his contacts, because he had, like, he knew YouTubers, they used his contacts and shit, and then they were like, oh, get the fuck out of my house. You know, like, he was, like, he would, like, hang out with her for free. Like, he was her friend, but he also did services for them for free because he was living there. But they told him, come live here, and then they kick him out on camera. And it's like, dude, like, if you're gonna kick someone out of your house, don't be shady. Like, that's really embarrassing. That's fucked up. Like, you don't have, and then you did it, like, hiddenly. You know, like, the cameraman, like, he recorded it and everything, but that's because they told him to, not because he was like, I'm gonna do it just because I'm gonna do it. You know?
Yeah.
And, like, that's really shady. Like, if I'm gonna kick someone out of my house, I'm not gonna record it and put it on YouTube and blast. Like, haha, this teenager's broke and doesn't have a house, and I'm gonna kick him out of my house. And I'll be so rude, because supposedly he talked shit about the mom or something. But, like, he has texts where the mom's talking shit about her own daughter, and he's just kind of, and he's just kind of, like, tries to stay neutral. You know, like, when Jessica's talking shit about me and I'm talking shit about her, and then, like, you kind of just, like,
I'm just trying to,
like, you're just, like, or you just tell us, like, well, like, you're kind of wrong, or, you know, like, he was just like that, and you put someone in the middle, you know, like, and that's what they were doing to him a lot, and then they flipped the script on him, like, oh, you're the bad one, you're the one making us fight. It's like, dude, you guys are mother and daughter. It's, like, no one is gonna make you guys fight. That's something that's just gonna happen. It's just the way mom and daughters are. Like, you're gonna fight regardless. Like, what kind of mom and daughter don't fight? Yeah, exactly. You know, and then, like, all this drama's been popping out of them, and, like, the mom has a bunch of lawsuits and stuff. Like, she lost her license for a bit, and then they gave it back to her because, like, I guess she, like, tells people, oh, you have, like, 10 cavities, and they have 1. Or, like, they tell her, oh, you have mold, or, like, she did a bunch of fucked up shit, and, like, she had 3 dental offices, and I think, she had to give them up. Like, she had to, like, just sign them over to another company, or, like, give them to another doctor or something, because I googled, like, you know, like, I'm gonna do my research too. Like, I ain't a YouTuber investigator, but I still wanted to know, like, what's up, because I unfollowed them, because it's like, if people are shady like this, because, like, you fell in love with them because you're like, oh, maybe she's not so bratty, maybe it was just an act to become famous, and I totally get that. And she's just genuine, she just wanted attention. Like, everyone goes on Dr. Phil just to be, like, dumb. For sure. So, yeah.
Like, that baby's awesome. But, you know, she got a bunch of attention.
Oh my god. Wow.
I hate
wow.
Like,
wow.
Pick it up.
Anyways, this video is almost 20 minutes long. There's more to the story. There's a lot of fraud about her, and she lost her, like, companies, and she only works with children in the ghetto now. Well, people don't want to say the ghetto, but I can't remember where. But I think she has, like, in, like, Inglewood or something in Inglewood. It's not,
yeah.
you know, like,
yeah.
You know, like, she only has offices. Yeah, like, she only has offices, like, where people, like, where, like, a lot of people are saying, like, where people aren't gonna question her, like, especially if they have Medi-Cal, they're not paying for it. Mm-hmm. You know, their Medi-Cal's paying for it. So if someone tells you have 10 cavities, you're just like, charging on my Medi-Cal, and she's just gonna charge it, and she's gonna double charge them, and people aren't gonna check, because, you know, a lot of, like, offices, medical offices, they do upcharge you a lot. You know, like, I've worked in the medical office, I know how it is. You know, so And that's what she does. Like, that's what she did. Like, I never did that, you know, like, when I worked in the office. But you could just tell, like, people could do that. You know, like, it's possible to go get away with it. Because you just go in, you go for your services, and then they charge your Medi-Cal. They know you have your Medi-Cal. Because, like, I would check, like, oh, you have Medi-Cal? Okay, cool, we're gonna service you. And then you would call the insurance and be like, oh, can we get a fax for what, like, I was still learning all this shit, you know, and then what, but, you know, it's possible, and, like, she has a bunch of, like, lawsuits against that, and, like, even her hairdresser, like, I guess, there was a video, I didn't get to watch it, but I seen comments, like, she was like, oh, my hairdresser fucked up my hair, I fired him, blah, 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 and, like, now when you see all these other people coming out with, like, oh, these people are shady, you're just like, oh, these people are really shady. So, my point of this video is, like, don't follow Nicolette Gray and Nina Gray, you know, fuck these bitches.
You don't even know them.
So what? Fuck these bitches. I'm ending my video with my son making a mess. Thank God. Yes.